Right now, most people shopping for a compact SUV in 2026 are about to make a $35,000 mistake. Not because they are stupid, not because they are careless, but because the compact SUV segment has never been more crowded, more confusing, or more full of vehicles that look incredible on a spec sheet and quietly punish you for the next 6 years. You pull up the brochure, you see the cargo numbers, you see the price, and you think this is the one. And then 12 months later, you're sitting in a dealership service lane wondering why your transmission fluid light just came on at 28,000 miles. That story is playing out in driveways across this country right now, and today we are making sure it does not happen to you. According to Consumer Reports' annual auto surveys, which analyzed real-world repair data from over 380,000 vehicle owners, reliability remains one of the most important factors when shoppers choose a compact or mid-sized SUV. And they are right, because buying an unreliable SUV does not just cost you repair bills, it costs you resale value, it costs you your time, and at the end of the day, it costs you money you will never get back. Today, I am giving you the 5 compact SUVs in 2026 that actually hold up, the 5 that beat every rival when you stack them against the data, the ownership experience, and the long-term value equation. And yes, at the end, number 1 is going to surprise you. Most people walk past it on the showroom floor without a second look. That is their loss and your gain if you stick with me to the end of this video. We are pulling from Consumer Reports, Edmunds, Kelley Blue Book, JD Power, US News Cars, and real owner data to make sure every single claim in this video is backed up. No opinions, just the facts that protect your wallet. And before we jump in, if you are new here to the Atif Cars channel, hit that subscribe button right now. We do deep dives like this every single week, so you never walk into a dealership blind again. Let us start the countdown. Number 5. 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. Number 5 on our list is the 2026 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid, and here's why it earned a spot that most people would not predict. On the surface, the Tucson looks like just another Korean compact entry. Decent styling, familiar platform, middle of the pack. But here's what most car shopping guides will not tell you. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid comes backed by a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, a 10-year hybrid system warranty, and a lifetime hybrid battery warranty for the original owner. A lifetime battery warranty. Read that again. Every other mainstream brand gives you 8 years and 100,000 miles on the hybrid system, and then you're on your own. Hyundai looked at that and said, that's not good enough, and they covered it forever. That's not a marketing trick, that's a company betting its money on its own product. Starting at just $29,450 or $31,050 with destination, the Tucson Hybrid is also one of the most affordable entries in the compact hybrid segment. One owner who bought the Tucson Hybrid told us he had previously owned a German compact SUV that cost him $4,200 in out-of-warranty repairs in a single year. Switched to the Tucson, 2 years in, 0 unscheduled repairs. 0. The Tucson Hybrid is not the most exciting vehicle on this list, but excitement is what gets you into trouble. What gets you home safely every time is exactly what the Tucson delivers. Number 4. 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid. Number 4 on our list is the 2026 Honda CR-V Hybrid, and this one hurts a little to put at 4 because it might actually be the best driving vehicle on this list. According to Edmunds, which put the CR-V Hybrid head-to-head against both the Toyota RAV4 and the Kia Sportage, the Honda is the best driving vehicle in the group by a clear margin, with the most responsive powertrain and the most athletic handling, without sacrificing comfort. Its steering is precise, where the RAV4's is numb, and its suspension absorbs imperfect roads the way an experienced driver would, with calm authority. The CR-V Hybrid also delivers one of the largest rear seats in the compact segment, making it genuinely comfortable for adult passengers on long road trips, and it's powered by a 204 horsepower, 247 pound-feet of torque hybrid system. If you've ever sat in the back seat of a compact SUV for 3 hours on a highway and felt like you were being punished, you haven't been in a CR-V. Honda's long-term reliability track record means the CR-V Hybrid regularly exceeds 200,000 miles with routine maintenance, and its residual values remain among the strongest in the segment. 200,000 miles. That isn't a car, that's a financial instrument. The reason it sits at number 4 and not higher is purely the pricing. In testing, the CR-V Hybrid came in as the most expensive vehicle in its comparison group with an as-tested price of $43,800, including destination. It also does not offer a panoramic sunroof or ventilated front seats at any trim level, which rivals are including at significantly lower price points. The CR-V Hybrid is magnificent, just know what you're paying for it. Before we get to the top 3, if this video is giving you the kind of information that could save you thousands of dollars on your next vehicle, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second and it tells the algorithm this content is worth sharing, which helps us keep making it for free. Now, number 3.
Number 3, 2026 Mazda CX-5. Number 3 is the 2026 Mazda CX-5, and this is the vehicle that has quietly become one of the most sophisticated compact SUVs you can buy at a mainstream price. Mazda redesigned this car for 2026, and the result is something that should cost $10,000 more than it does. The new CX-5 starts at $29,990 or $31,485 with destination, making it the most affordable starting price among its 4 closest rivals in the segment. But here is the kicker. The interior quality of the 2026 CX-5 does not match its price, it exceeds it. Inside, Mazda officially replaced its old command wheel-controlled infotainment system with a far larger touchscreen. Lower-end models receive a 12.9-inch center display, while the top Premium Plus trim gets a 15.6-inch unit. And unlike some competitors who put a massive screen in front of you and then fill it with an interface so confusing you need a manual to change the temperature, Mazda's system is clean, logical, and responds immediately. Edmunds noted that the CX-50, Mazda's closely related model, has the most elegant vibe with the nicest materials, design, and fit and finish of the 3 vehicles compared. That same DNA flows directly into the CX-5. One owner who cross-shopped the Mazda against a BMW X1 told us the interior quality was comparable, the driving feel was actually more satisfying on certain roads, and the Mazda saved him $14,000 on the sticker price alone. Smart money buys engineering, not branding. The CX-5 sits at number 3 because it makes the strongest case for anyone who wants a premium experience without a premium price tag. Wait until you see number 1 though, that one changes everything. Number 2, 2026 Kia Sportage Hybrid. And the data behind this ranking is borderline embarrassing for every other compact SUV in this segment. Edmunds ran a 3-way comparison test between the 2026 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, Honda CR-V Hybrid, and Kia Sportage Hybrid, and the Sportage Hybrid won the comparison clearly. This was not a close call. The top-trim Sportage Hybrid SX Prestige costs about $2,000 less than the CR-V, features a standard 12.3-inch touchscreen, and in every grade its interior is superior to both rivals when it comes to materials and design. $2,000 less, better interior, larger screen. That is not a compromise, that is an advantage. The Kia is also the only vehicle of the 3 with levers to drop the rear seat without having to climb in or walk around to the side. It sounds like a small detail until you are loading a bicycle into your SUV in a parking garage in the rain and the Honda owner next to you is folding seats the old-fashioned way. Car Confections, which spends extensive time testing each vehicle, ranked the Kia Sportage first in the compact SUV segment for 2026, noting that it offers some of the best value in the segment along with big improvements in reliability ratings over the last few years. And then there's the warranty, which we mentioned briefly with the Tucson, but must be stated again here because it is genuinely industry-changing. Kia backs the Sportage with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, the best among non-luxury brands in the segment. A decade of powertrain coverage. When was the last time a mainstream automaker told you your engine and transmission were covered for 10 years? This is how seriously Kia is taking its product. The Sportage Hybrid is not the flashy choice. It is the correct choice. But it's still not number one on our list. And here's what I want you to notice. The car at number one is the one most people walk past in the showroom, often without even realizing what they're ignoring.
Number 1. 2026 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Number 1 is the 2026 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, and this vehicle deserves to be discussed with the same energy we usually reserve for sports cars and supercars, because what Toyota has done with this redesign is remarkable. According to Kelley Blue Book, the Toyota RAV4 was the best-selling non-pickup truck in all of 2025, 1 year. Best-selling vehicle in the country that is not a truck. But the 2026 model is not just carrying that legacy, it is expanding it. Here is what changed. Toyota made the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid only for the very first time in this vehicle's history. No gas-only option, no hesitation. They committed fully to efficiency and they delivered numbers that no other compact SUV in the mainstream segment can touch. The 2026 RAV4 Hybrid achieves a front-wheel drive combined estimate of 44 miles per gallon, while all-wheel drive models are rated at 42 miles per gallon. Numbers the Honda at 37 miles per gallon and the Kia at 35 miles per gallon simply cannot match. 44 miles per gallon in a full-size compact SUV. Think about that. You could drive from Los Angeles to San Francisco on less than a full tank and still have range left over. For a family putting 15,000 miles a year on a vehicle, the fuel savings alone between the RAV4 Hybrid and a non-hybrid rival in this segment can exceed $900 to $1,100 per year, depending on local gas prices. Over a 5-year ownership period, that is potentially $5,500 back in your pocket just in gasoline. That is almost a car payment. On top of the fuel economy, Consumer Reports places the RAV4 Hybrid at the top of its reliability rankings for the compact SUV segment. Not near the top, at the top. And Toyota backs the hybrid system with 8 years and 100,000 miles of coverage. Toyota's certified pre-owned program also adds a 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, which is the strongest CPO backing in the segment. One owner we came across had purchased his 2023 RAV4 Hybrid at 28,000 miles as a CPO vehicle. By 71,000 miles, the only money he had spent beyond scheduled maintenance was a set of wiper blades. One set of wiper blades in 3 years of ownership. The technology in the 2026 model is also a genuine step forward. The new multimedia system includes a built-in voice assistant, a large 10-inch touchscreen in lower trims and a 13-inch touchscreen in upper trims, a digital driver's display, and an updated Toyota Safety Sense 4.0 suite that includes adaptive cruise control, lane trace assistance, road sign assistance, and automatic emergency braking. And it's not just the tech that improved. The styling on the 2026 RAV4 is the best this vehicle has ever looked. More athletic, more purposeful, more like a vehicle that is aware of how dominant it has become. There are also dedicated trim lines for drivers who want more, the Woodland Edition for buyers who take their SUV off the pavement, and the GR Sport for buyers who want a sharper, more aggressive driving character without leaving the mainstream segment. At a starting price of around $31,900 to $33,350 with destination, the 2026 RAV4 Hybrid delivers the best combination of fuel economy, reliability, safety technology, resale value, and long-term ownership cost of any compact SUV on sale right now. Full stop. So, here's the picture.
5 compact SUVs that genuinely earn every dollar you spend on them. A Hyundai Tucson Hybrid that covers your hybrid battery for life and asks almost nothing in return. A Honda CR-V Hybrid that drives better than anything else in this segment and will run past 200,000 miles without drama. A Mazda CX-5 that delivers a premium interior experience at an entry-level price point. A Kia Sportage Hybrid that beats 2 class legends in a direct comparison and backs it up with a decade of powertrain warranty. And a Toyota RAV4 Hybrid that delivers 42 to 44 miles per gallon, sits at the top of Consumer Reports' reliability rankings, is the best-selling non-truck vehicle in America, and has proven itself in hundreds of thousands of driveways across the country year after year after year. These 5 will not let you down. The rest of the segment cannot make that same promise with a straight face. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments right now. Which one of these 5 would you park in your driveway, and which ones surprised you most? I read every single comment on this channel, and your answers shape the content we make next. And if you found this video valuable, share it with one person who is currently shopping for an SUV. You might just save them $5,000 and 2 years of frustration. We'll see you in the next one.